Hello guys, it's me, and I promised I'd make a video about how I talk to people about Advisor. So that's what I'm going to do quickly. So, as we all know, and sorry I sound like a man, I'm pretty sick. But as we all know, Advisor is the level you have to get to if you want to make over $500 a month. If you are not talking to people about getting to Advisor and they want to make more than $500 a month, you're literally cheating them. So you got to get over that barrier of being afraid to talk about it, and you have to learn how to speak it with confidence and strength. And when I say speak Advisor with strength, I don't mean speak going all in with strength. That's not for everybody, and we do not push that on people. Like, it's horrible to push it on people. It's great to give them their options, but it's always up to them in the end, and you need to make sure that they know that. I will never tell someone to get a credit card to get to Advisor. I will never tell someone to take out a loan to get to Advisor. I will never tell someone to do anything that they're not comfortable with doing to get to Advisor. What they end up doing and what they choose to do is their choice, but I will never suggest any of that. So, when I'm in a meeting with a new person who just signed up for Advocare, it's the first conversation I have with that new distributor. Whether it's a one-on-one or a two-on-one. I'm just going to talk to the camera like you're the prospect, just to make it a little easier so you guys can know exactly how I do it. So I'll say, how much money would you like to earn a month? Or how much money would make a difference for you? They tell me what they want to earn. $1,000 a month, great. What would that go toward? Debt? Awesome. Cool. How quickly do you want to be earning that by? As soon as possible? Awesome. Okay. Well, number one is you got to be on product. Okay. It's really hard to sell something that you don't use yourself. And then I'll sometimes use that car analogy. Like, if you worked at a Jeep dealership and you were driving a Honda, no one would want to buy a Jeep from you because you're trying to tell them Jeeps are the best car, yet you drive a Honda, right? Advocare's the same way. Hey, how's Spark? I don't know. I've never tried it. Hey, how's that 24-day challenge work? I don't know. I've never done it. Doesn't make sense. So number one is get on product. Second is get to Advisor as fast as you can. There's 3 different ways to get to Advisor. And I'm going to tell you right up front, there's no right way and there's no wrong way. There's your way, and that's all that matters. You make the decision that's best for you. And no matter what you choose, I am here to help you get to that, get to Advisor, whichever way you choose to do. I'm going to be with you every step of the way. So the first option is working your way up to it. And that entails getting $3,000 in retail volume within 3 consecutive pay periods, which usually shakes out to be 6 weeks. The thing about working up to Advisor is you have to have a $500 minimum every pay period. This is the only time Advocare ever has minimums. And the cool thing is it's still optional. You don't have to have it, but they're not just going to hand out Advisor to everybody. You have to earn it. So you have to have at least 500 per pay period and a total of 3,000 within 3 consecutive pay periods. It could shake out to be 500 your first pay period, which is 2 weeks long, 500 your second pay period, which is 2 weeks long, and then 2,000 in that third pay period. It could be 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. It could be 1,500, 500, 1,000. It can shake out anyway as long as it's over 500 and a total of 3,000 within 6 weeks. Does that make sense? And then I listen for questions. I say, you know, the great thing about the first way is most people make around $300 working up to it. And it takes them about 6 weeks or more usually to get there. But that's up to you. So the second option is called going all in. This isn't for everybody, but it's a great option. You're somebody who sees the value in the business. You love the products, or you just see the value in the business and you haven't even tried products, but you know that you don't want to mess around. You need $1,000 like yesterday and you don't want to work for it. You just want to get it. So you basically just buy Advisor. It's a $2,100 order. You invest $2,100 and you get $3,000 worth of product back for that $2,100 investment. You're going to have the potential to earn $900 right off the bat by getting yourself to Advisor. So you triple your profit by doing this option than you would in the first. The cool thing about this option is you have a year to send all the products back. If you decide Advocare sucks, it doesn't work for me, your products are collecting dust, send it back. I've never had anybody do this, but it is an option, so there's literally no risk. The other great thing about this is you have products on hand. So we live in a world that's now. And if people want to come up to you and do the challenge, they don't want to get on your site, they don't want to order, they don't have to worry about the whole website thing and pay for shipping. They just want to come get it from you and start tomorrow. That's how society is. So you're going to have challenges on hand. If you know 12 to 15 people that would do a 24-day challenge for you, you're there. So that's the second option. And the great thing about that is you get 40% from then on out. You never have to earn it again. You're there, you're good. And the next pay period, we go for that $500 rookie bonus. So does the option number 2 make sense to you? And I listen for questions. Then I say, great. So the third and final option is called going halvesies. So this is for someone who's like on the fence. You don't really want to start at nothing, but you also don't want to go straight to advisor. Maybe you can't, and maybe you're just not quite sure, you're not that invested yet, and that's okay. So the third option is for someone who's in the middle, and you get yourself to the second highest discount, which is 30%. It's a $1,500 retail order. You invest about $1,050. You get like 7 or 8 challenges back, and you have the potential to earn a $450 profit depending how much product you consume and sell. So you're still getting a higher profit than the first option. You're not investing as much, and then you're halfway to advisor, and you have 6 weeks, 3 pay periods to work your way up to the rest of the $1,500. So it's not that whole total, it's just half of it. So do all of those options make sense? Listen for questions, and then I say, great. So out of those 3, which one sounds the best to you? Which one makes the most sense to you in your situation right now? And then you shut up and you just listen. There might be a pause. People have to think. They're not just going to go, $2,100, or I'm just going to work up to it. They go, let me think about this. Let me think about this. Then a lot of the time people will say probably option 1 right now. Great. That's an awesome option. That's what I did. I did not have extra money laying around. I couldn't even afford my challenge, but I got to advisor in 5 weeks and I never looked back. So let's get going right now. Who can we talk to? And you help them make their list. They say, I want to go all in. Great. That's an awesome option. We just got to place the order. Are you ready to do that now, or do you need to get some things lined up? Okay. Sometimes for advisor, they don't even have to spend their own money to go all in. If they can get a checklist together, I have a sheet on the Team Fusion page. They can put, a sheet together. They go around to people. They ask who wants to do the challenge. People pay them for the challenge right then and there. Write them a check or give them cash. Then they place one big order and they go all in without spending their own money. And they already have the commission in their bank account when they place the order, because the people pay them full retail and they order it at the 30% discount. So they already made the commission without even having product yet. So that's a very no risk way. But, you know, you just make sure that whatever their options are, like if you're like, oh my gosh, if I get this person to go all in, that's going to make that leg star, that's going to qualify me silver, whatever. If you go into it with the heart of what's best for you, it's not going to end well. You're going to give people a bad taste in their mouth. They can see it. If they say, oh, I just want to work up to you, and go, are you sure? Because all in makes so much more sense. You want to make $1,000 a month. And they're going to feel like, oh gosh, well, maybe I need to go find the money or take out a loan. But if you say, great, working up to it is an awesome option, I'm going to help you with that. Like, who can we talk to right now? Write out your top 10 people. It's time to start talking to people. They're going to appreciate that so much. So always make sure that you have their best interest in mind. You care about their goals. An advisor is just a part of this business. I used to be so afraid to talk to people about it. I thought, oh man, that person's going to think I want their money. Or I'd say, oh man, they don't have the money. They're not going to go all in. Like, I can't mention it to them. Usually the people I least suspected went all in. People I did not expect to. And the people I thought would worked up to it or didn't get there at all. So never prejudge anybody. It's always great to give people all their options. People love options. They don't like being told what to do. They want to decide what they want to do. So give all options, make all of them positive, because they are all great ways to get to advisor. And that's how I speak advisor with strength. So work on it. If I can give you a challenge, reach out to some of your team members and talk to them about advisor if you haven't yet, or work on it with your next distributors. Feel free to get me on the phone, get your other leaders on the phone. Like, we all know how to do it, hopefully by now. But I would love to do any advisor calls with you guys or new distributor calls to show you exactly how I do it. It's actually like my favorite conversation now, and I used to be terrified of it. It's kind of a mindset thing. So anyway, I hope that helped. Feel free to tell me if this helped below in the comments. But yeah, have a great weekend. Actually, it's the week. I'm sorry. Have a great week.